He is surrounded by snow. He has his black sweatshirt on, and he's put the hood over his head and pulled the strings so that all that remains of his face is a tiny hole darkened by shadow. But don't be fooled. The next moment, when a classmate pulled it off, he had a beaming smile on his face. Here is a student who is bursting with humor, with laughter, with playfulness and creativity, but you sometimes have to take his hood off to see him. When I asked the students what parts they wanted in our Shakespeare play, this student responded with typical humor by putting none as one of his choices. But like I said, you can't be fooled by his reticence. As everyone who saw the play can confirm, it's not easy to forget the British accent that this student gave to his character. This student shines in the private creative process as well. His poetry and creative writing is deep. He is like a cave filled with precious metals, and of course a bit of heavy metal too. Please welcome Jacob Krause.
I have many memories, and I've learned many things over my years in Waldorf. But what I want to tell all of you about today is an occurrence that happened in second grade. It was recess, and everyone was outside on the swings. Mr. Shredder was pushing them, but he wasn't just pushing them lightly. He was pushing them so high that he could run under the swing. Being afraid of heights, I was reluctant to try this. But eventually, some of my friends convinced me to give it a try. So I sat on the swing and waited for my inevitable doom. Mr. Shredder gave me a few pushes to gain momentum. I was pretty nervous, so I closed my eyes. Then Mr. Shredder gave me a big push, and I flew up into the air. My eyes were closed, so I couldn't see anything. I let go of the swing. And for a second, it seemed like I was floating. Then I hit the ground. It came back to reality. I don't hold Mr. Shredder responsible for what happened.
Yeah, really.
I shouldn't have let go of the swing. I wasn't hurt in any way, and continued to live my life. I went out on a limb and ended up falling down, but this experience didn't deter me from taking risks. It showed me that even if something bad happens, you can always stand up again and do better.